What's up, man? Part two here, hands down sports, talking about those sleepers, those guys in the waiver wire that are going to help you in your league down the road, man. Some of these dudes, of course, like I said in part one, you might draft probably after the round 10, and I understand. There's going to be guys that I'm going to mention here. They're going to be like, oh, I'm going to draft him. He's not a sleeper. And it's all good, man. You do what you do. If especially if you're winning, but if you're losing, listen to Hands Down Sports. I got a little song for you, all right? I got second place last year, and the only mistake I did in the finals was one player that could have won me my season. One guy, and that's it. It wasn't that I messed up and I didn't make the playoffs. So, just listen, man. I got some good advice here. I'm gonna start the NFC East. I'm gonna start with my favorite team, the New York G-Men. You're gonna draft Paul Perkins. You're gonna draft Sterling Shepard. They're gonna do good for your team. But they got this wide receiver that just got in trouble, and hopefully, things work out and he comes to play and practice. And week 4 or 5, he's in the games getting some burn. His name is Roger Lewis. He's their fourth wide receiver on this amazing squad. Now, I didn't mention their tight end, but the Giants have a good tight end this year. Apparently, he's a rookie. But I don't really go with the rookies that much. I like to at least get 1 or 2 years under the book so I can say, okay, this guy's relevant. But Roger Lewis, he might do something. Who knows? I'm gonna put a star on his name. Excuse me. For Dallas Cowboys, I got Darren McFadden, backup running back. Cole Beasley, he's the third wide receiver. He's like a Wes Welker. And I would definitely put a star on Cole Beasley. I don't think anyone's going to draft him. He's definitely someone that I would take over Bryce Butler. Bryce Butler is a big hit and miss. So now Philadelphia, I like Nelson Aguilar. I like Torrey Smith as a sleeper. And they got LeGarrette Blount. If you need some touchdowns, LeGarrette Blount. And he's going to get drafted. Blount's going to get drafted. But remember, Aguilar and Smith, they may not get drafted. They may be on that waiver wire. Washington Redskins. I like Josh Doctson. He got hurt last year, and we don't know nothing about him. But I really feel that this dude got potential, and I think that he got skills to be pretty much their second, or maybe their number one wide receiver. You just never know how the other guys are gonna pan out. I like Chris Thompson as a PPR. I like that he catches the ball in the backfield. And now they drafted a rookie. Now, I know my Redskins fans out there, they're going to get pissed off at me, especially Redskins Powwow Podcast. My dudes, I don't know how to pronounce this guy's name, right? His name is Samji Perrin. I know I got it wrong, dog. I'm sorry, man. But if Kelly and Fumble Jones, if they don't do it, they're not producing, that guy's taking their job, all right? Fantasy wise, I'll star on that dude. Now going to the north. Green Bay, there's no real guy that you're gonna be. All of those guys are gonna draft him, all of them. But I'd rather take Devontae Adams. I'm sorry. I'd rather take Devontae Adams over Randall Cobb. I don't really like Cobb anymore. PPR wise, he's awesome too, but he's not producing, man. You got this amazing Hall of Fame quarterback back there, and when this dude got hurt last year, who was the guy? It was Adams. He had 12 touchdowns. That's awesome. I'll take that. I'll take that all day, man. All right. Now, in the Minnesota Vikings, everybody knows for my league, the reason why I lost is because this guy, and I'm drafting him. His name is Adam Thielen. Adam, you're my dude this year, man. I know you're gonna make your big bucks because you're gonna be out there producing. Because Treadwell and Jarius Wright, we don't know what they're gonna do. I have a star on them, but you're a guy, Adams, that I'm gonna draft. All right, do your thing. Now Detroit, you know their starters: Golden Tate, Marvin Jones. That's done. Now their third and fourth wide receiver is T.J. Jones and Jace Billingsley. We don't know what they're going to do, especially Billingsley. I think he's a rookie. So I will put a little star because you never know. It's football, man. Someone's going to get hurt or someone's not going to have every snap. These guys are probably going to be plugged in. And Stafford loves to throw it to the open guy, man. He's a slinger. So, it's always good, to pull up and pick up those wide receivers. Now we're going to go to Chicago Bears. Chicago Bears, I always love Victor Cruz. After last year, he didn't produce that much, but now it's a new season. He's been working out, doing his thing. Victor Cruz, he's my man. The one that I don't sleep on is Marcus Whedon because we know Whedon can produce, especially when he was with Big Ben last year. If he catches the ball, he's gone. You know what I'm saying? I will keep an eye out on him. Now Miller is their tight end. So Deion Sims is who they picked up. He used to play for the Dolphins. We don't know that he can be top 10 tight end. We expect Miller to do his thing. But Deion Sims is somebody I'm checking off. That tight end list is very short. There's 12 teams in my league. Once those 12 tight ends are done, that waiver wire is full of tight ends. And whoever's having consistency is going to get picked, in our waiver wire, even though it's an auction, all right? So now we're going to go to the South. And this team right here will win the Super Bowl. Hands Down Sports says Atlanta Falcons are winning the Super Bowl in 2017, all right? Taylor Gabriel is my man. That's the guy that I'm checking off, keeping an eye out, because, it's Julio Jones' show. But Tyler Gabriel showed you he can go deep. And that speed kills, man. We need that. Austin Hooper is the guy that I'm probably going to draft at the end before my defense and kicker. Hooper will have a big season this year. Mark my words, man. That dude is a big body. And Ryan over there, he's gonna be looking for him, man. You saw what he can do a little bit last year. It's just a little glimpse. I think Hooper will do good. I like that guy right there. For the Panthers, I got Russell Shepard and Ed Dixon. Well, Shepard is a wide receiver. Dixon is a tight end. We already know who the wide receivers are. You're going to draft them. They're going to do good, all right? The guy that everybody's drafting early because they expect him, especially for PPR, which I do agree he should be drafted, is Christian McCaffrey. I would pick him after the 6th or 7th round. Like, if I can get him like at 10th round, that would be awesome. But people are drafting him in the 3rd round, 4th round. I don't take chances like that on rookies. I understand that he's gonna have that role because Stewart is a big hit and miss. So McCaffrey, you know what I'm saying? My watch is gonna be on New Orleans because I'm getting Breeze again. Brandon Coleman. I think that dude right there can really step up this year and make a name for himself. I don't like Ted Ginn. I would never draft Ted Ginn. Sorry, Ted Ginn. I know you can kick my ass, but you're not on my team anymore, man. Like 2 or 3 years ago, I put him on team because I didn't have no wide receivers doing anything. And the Panthers, I think that was the year before they went to the Super Bowl, and Ted Ginn Jr. had a really decent year that year. But come on, man. You're all the way down there. You're fast as, Speed and Gonzalez. And you're not catching the ball. Come on. Catch the ball, and Ted Ginn would blow up. And don't be dropping the balls for Breeze. Breeze he ain't playing that. All right? Tampa Bay Bucks, a team that I really like this year. I would probably draft all these players, but I know I won't. I can't. But I like Adam Humphries as a sleeper. Adam Humphries, the Cole Beasley of the team, the Wes Welker of the team, and Jameson has faith in that dude. I like him. I would definitely draft Jacquizz Rodgers because this guy is suspended for 4 years. Martin, all right, and they're gonna feed him the ball, man. When he got the ball last year, it was like they had 40 runs for him. So I would definitely like to keep an eye out on him. Now, when it comes to the tight ends of Tampa Bay Bucks, I love Cameron Brate, but ESPN depth chart shows that O.J. Howard, the rookie that they signed, that they drafted this year, is the #1 tight end. I don't know nothing about this guy. I know hands down sports, and I'm supposed to know this. I'm gonna give O.J. Howard a try if somebody drafts Brate before I do. Straight up, I want to have Brate as my starting uh, tight end on my league this year, and I'm not, and I don't care. You know what I mean? But how they have it set up on ESPN, I don't care. O.J. Howard might be someone that you might want to pick up afterwards. See how things are going. And hopefully Tampa Bay uses the 2 tight end system and things work out for all of us. Now to round off the West, we got Arizona. You know, they got a Hall of Fame wide receiver. They got John Brown. As long as he doesn't get hurt, he's good. The guys that I like, that I keep an eye out, is J.J. Nelson and Gerard Brown. Last year, they weren't producing. They weren't doing this. They weren't doing that. If they can, put it together for half of the season, definitely pick up on your waiver wire when you have a bye week for one of your wide receivers. The LA Rams, they got Robert Woods from Buffalo. I like him. He's a good pickup as a waiver wire on your bye week. The tight end is Tyler Higbee. Now, they have him as a starter on ESPN depth chart. They have like 1,000 wide receivers on the Rams. One of them has to pan out, right? One of them does. San Francisco, I'm not drafting anybody. I'm not picking none of these guys up, but they like to throw it to the tight end, and it's Logan Paulson and Vance McDonald. I'll keep an eye out for those guys. Wide receiver-wise, they do have Jeremy Curley. He's a starter. For a bye week, I don't mind, especially if they're playing a bad defense. The other guy is Marquise Goodwin. Keep an eye, but they're not going to produce, really. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it real. 100. The last team is Seattle Seahawks. Tyler Lockett is my pick because I like Baldwin, but I probably won't get the chance to draft him. Paul Richardson, I'm going to keep an eye out. He's the 4th, 5th wide receiver on that squad. One of them goes down, that's the guy that's going to get the burn. Running backs for them is by committee, flip a coin, good luck, right? Now, Hands Down Sports told you what he feels, how he thinks, how he's going to set it up for the hardest fantasy league there is. All right? Don't believe me? Watch when the guy drops out after this year. We'll call you, all right? Just give us the money and good luck, all right? But, I like to talk highly about this league because those fellas right there, they know what they're doing. It's competitive every week. It's competitive to the end of the season. And that's how we roll, man. I will show that draft live on August 26th, so hopefully you tune in. I'm thinking I should do it on Instagram, but everybody's on Facebook doing the live stuff, so I'm going to flip a coin to see which one comes out on top, right? But that was Hands Down Sports for fantasy league tips on these sleepers and players that you're going to have to keep an eye out because you're going to need somebody when things start breaking up and falling apart for you, all right? Be safe. 1.